The phrase hidden gem gets thrown about all the time when talking about games. Somebody finds a game that they don't hear about all the time, they're like, oh, that's a hidden gem right there. In fact, let's look at a list of games that are considered hidden gems. Baba Is You, Hypnospace Outlaw, Don't Escape 4. Sure, I've never heard about them, but let's check their Steam charts. Baba Is You, 1,493 players all-time peak. Hypnospace Outlaw, 297 all-time peak. Don't Escape 4, 114 all-time peak. The game I'm talking about today has them all beat. 17 all-time peak. Average players, 0.1. This game is a true hidden gem. Now there's two reasons I bring this up. The first is to show that, yeah, this game is really unknown. I doubt any of you have played this. And the second reason I bring that up is because I don't have much to be proud of in my life, but I am rather proud that I am that 0.1 player. So yeah, Riptale is a 2D platformer action roguelike thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's fun. And it's made by the company Supergod from Oulu in the north of Finland. Now the north of Finland is always an area I kind of presumed looked like the intro to Penumbra, but apparently no, people live there. And they're making games that nobody plays. In fact, the only reason I know about this game is because at a convention I attended, a colleague of the guys who made the game was showing it off. And me and my friend that were there decided, hell, we're just gonna buy it and see what it's like. So yes, I did find out about this game through literal word of mouth, because apparently we're living in the 1450s. You can probably see in the background here that the gameplay is pretty self-explanatory. You jump around and you slash things. It's kind of like a 2D Hotline Miami, everything dies in one hit and you die in a couple. And you basically just go around painting the walls red with your enemy's blood. Great stuff. You keep doing this through a series of randomized areas until you reach a boss, and you probably die to the boss because they're hard as hell, but if you beat them it just starts again, but you've got more health and there's more enemies. You get these little stamina gem things, not so hidden stamina gems, and every time you use an attack it uses up one of them. And when you've used all three, you have to sit there, cold, and alone. Until they come back and you can get slashing again. You pick up money which you can spend to replace your attack gems with different attack gems. Like you can go from the standard straight slash to a homing slash, or a zigzag slash, or a quick slash. Basically a lot of slashes. There are a few other things that you can come across that are not enemies or shops. You can come across these runes which give you little bonuses, or you can come across these challenges which unlock little trinkets. And I'm kind of rushing through this, because honestly, with most of the games I talk about here, there's something bad or something weird to talk about that I can really flesh out, and there's not much to say here. This game is really good. It's certainly one of the most satisfying games I've ever played. I mean, just look at this. Doesn't that just look excellent? It does, I know it does. However, there is one glaring issue with the game, and that is a lack of notable progression. It's a roguelike game, or at the very least it's an arcade type game where, you know, if you die, it's all over, you start again. But in most of those games, like in FTL or The Binding of Isaac, you can unlock new stuff to use on your next runs. And you can in this game as well, but most of the stuff you unlock is either stuff like screen filters and different scarf colors for your character, which are fine, you know, I don't mind having those. In fact, the screen filters are pretty good. But only having cosmetic rewards leads it to not having too much replay value, other than the extremely satisfying combat, which, you know, I have gone back to many times now. But aside from that, the game does not have many problems. It's extremely good, it's extremely satisfying, and it is extremely obscure. Two more good things about it are the art style. I like this kind of thing. I'm typically not big into retro stuff, but yeah, this does it for me. I like it. Very stylized, very nice. And the music is also top-notch. Like, this track's great. And so is this one. And so is this one. So there's not much else to say about Riptale, other than it's good. Very good. Very nice. And this is a rather short video. I'm trying to keep it short so I can work on something more substantial in the meantime. But in any case, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to join me next time where I will be all by myself in very poor lighting. Goodbye.